It is hot in here. And I tell you what, it's gonna get a lot hotter. I'm just kind of bellowing these flames here because it looks like a lot of people are just burning their money. They're just taking that money right out of their pocket and putting it into dumpster fire stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not financial advice. This is the MoneySuckle channel. And all of you suckers out there, if you like this content, if you want to make money, be sure to hit like and subscribe, because today we are going to give you some non-financial advice and some cold stock picks that you should probably avoid by all means.
That's right, everyone. Welcome back to MoneySuckle, your one-stop shop for a greener financial future. And if any of you guys have been paying attention to pop culture recently, you will have noticed that the Olympics, one of the greatest, most publicized events, the biggest stage for any athlete across a variety of sports, the biggest stage, the dream.
The Olympics. I mean, it's been around for, what, 100 years, 200 years at this point?
If we want to go to the moon, if we win by going to the moon, fellas, the Olympics, this is where the athletes go to win. This is where the athletes go to the moon.
Well, I tell you what, I'm wearing my gold medal just to show you what the Olympics means to me. It's always been gold in my heart, and I always like gold. It's valuable.
And that's right, everyone. Athletes train so hard to go to the Olympics, so could you imagine just putting in all that effort, going in there, and then in your big crowning achievement, you quit! You completely quit on your team, you fall apart, you prove yourself as a mental midget, and then you just disappear off of my television screen forever and ride the bench where you belong. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You thought Simone Biles was going to get away so easily. You thought, oh, Rusty got COVID, the Olympics are no longer a topical event, we're not going to talk about it anymore. No, we're not letting you get off the hook, Simone. And we're not letting these companies who foolishly decided to put their bags in your pockets, which instead of going on those parallel bars at 1,000,000 miles per hour like they were hoping, their bags were sitting in your pockets as you were sitting on the bench, letting your team down, wasting away, and letting the Russians, our geopolitical rivals, get the gold medal.
I might as well just go and join the Taliban at that point. Obviously, you hate America. Now, for some people who are unfamiliar with Simone Biles, what exactly is it that she did?
She quit on her team at the Olympics. The U.S. Olympic gymnast Simone Biles, touted by the media for months, pampered and coddled by the media as the greatest thing on earth, then she finally has her achievement in the Olympics. She goes on, does one little jump, and it's like, I don't really feel like doing it anymore. I'm not doing it as good as I want to. I'm a mental midget. I can't do anything.
Sounds like she's chicken shit, if you ask me. And that's that same type of attitude is what causes people to lose money when investing. You know, they give up too early. They just pull out. They go home and they cry themselves to sleep. Well, I tell you what, Simone Biles, she will never be getting this gold medal.
That's right, everyone. This is what pisses me off so much. It pissed me off when I saw it. This is just the definitive gay bear attitude.
Oh no, I got a little boo-boo. Oh no, my routine didn't go according to plan. Oh no, my stock dipped 0.25%. I'm just gonna sell everything. I'm gonna quit.
You know what? This is anti-American. And we're usually bullish on this channel, but these companies backed a person who bet against America. If you're Simone Biles, you bet against America, and now we have these 5 stocks that we have no choice but to bet against ourselves.
You're saying that for probably the first time on this channel that we are not giving stock picks. We're not going to say that these stocks are going to go up and continue going up, but instead they're going to sharply decline any second now. This is not financial advice.
That's right, Rusty. We're usually bullish, but this time, Simone, you pushed us to this. These are 5 companies that have endorsed Simone Biles, only to have her fall flat on her face on the biggest stage of them all. All that endorsement money is going to waste. It's burnt, it's incinerated, it's been burnt in Rusty's furnace over here. And come earnings time, that's going to reflect on their profit loss statements. These companies are going to miss earnings, and that stock is going to plummet If you want to short sell these stocks, buy puts on these stocks, however you want to bet against these stocks, we are going to tell you these 5 Simone Biles stocks that are going to go in free fall once the earnings reports come out. Now, I've ordered these stocks in order from least to most concerns, because some of these companies are actually pretty cool. But they made a bad bet on Simone Biles, and that's unfortunately going to hurt them, but I think they're going to be okay in the long run. Some of these other companies, not so much. But let's get started here. Stock number 5, the 5th Simone Biles stock that's going to quit on your portfolio, Visa.
Visa. Wow, so you're saying, well, of course you're saying, and it makes sense that Visa may very likely drop because of Simone getting her bile all over their prestigious name.
Simone having a bile movement all
Yeah.
over the entire stage instead of doing her actual act, which everyone trains to do at the Olympics. Now, Visa, they're already down 2.5% this past month. They're already kind of suffering a little bit from Simone's horrible mistakes. So you may say that's a little bit priced in. I think it's going to go down a bit further. Visa, now that's a stock I normally like.
Yeah,
I
Visa. I mean, Visa's really important.
I have several Visa credit cards that I use to max out leverage on these Tesla calls. But they made a bad bet on backing Simone Biles, and unfortunately, they're going to pay the price. All right, the next stock. Number 4 stock that will quit on your portfolio like Simone Biles quit on all of us. Mondelez International Inc., or as many of you probably know more familiarly as Nabisco.
Nabisco. Now, I know a thing or two about Nabisco, and there is no way that a company like this would survive if they were, for some reason, sponsoring an American-hating, Russian collaborating, allegedly, a quitter. Someone who craps out. The bile craps out, and now, out of that bile, little cookies and all the things that Nabisco makes.
And even more embarrassingly, Nabisco paid for an advertisement to be made of Ritz crackers where Simone Biles is trying to eat some Ritz crackers or something. And clearly it didn't work. Clearly that's not the product branding I want. But what's even more funny, what's even more ironic is that the tagline of the ad is something about like, we can do it together. Yeah, I'm sure that's really what Simone's team was thinking when she abandoned them and left them out to dry and getting silver to the Russians as the Russians get gold.
Damn Russians. Listen, I tell you, the second that I heard this, the first thing I did, I ran straight to my cabinet, straight to my food pantry. I threw away every single Nabisco product out of protest. I mean, my trash can was just full of cookies and crackers and all the other things that they make because I'm not going to support the bile. I'm not going to support the crap. I mean, just think about it. Nabisco is going down. Everyone already knows it's going down. I already pulled all my money out of Nabisco. I wrote it on the way up, but the second this happened, I ran to my pantry, then I ran to my computer, I opened up my broker, I sold all of my Nabisco shares, and I bought Million Token.
That's right, everyone. Everyone knows Ritz crackers suck wiener. Club Cracker is clearly the superior product. And the only reason I don't have this so low is because this is a big conglomerate with Ritz and Nabisco only making up part of its brand. The company is called Mondelez International Inc., ticker symbol MDLZ. It's only number 4 because, thankfully, the Nabisco losses will probably not be as substantial when you factor in all of the other brands that this company owns. But still, be on the lookout for a loss in this stock come earnings time.
Now, I'll give a better ticker symbol that they should change it to, MDLOZER, like MD Loser.
No doubt. Number 3, the number 3 stock that will quit on you like Simone Biles did, Uber.
Uber. Downhill. Uber drives me crazy because Uber, not only do they underpay their employees, they may or may not be racist or something, but also they back traitors and losers and people who give up. The last thing that you want is one of your Uber drivers just giving up halfway through. Oh, hell with it. You were trying to go somewhere? I don't know. I'm done. I quit. I'm going to go back home and cry. Have fun walking the rest of the way.
That's right, everyone. And we probably should have come out with this video when it was more topical because I instantly knew once Simone Biles sheepishly walked off that stage with her tail between her legs, the most pathetic display of sportsman cowardice I've ever seen. Uber stock is already down 10% from that point.
Good God.
I mean, of course, we've already been short selling all these stocks, so we're getting the green, but we're trying to pass these tremendous stock opportunities onto you. Uber already down 10%, hemorrhaging money. Fellas, we've only just begun strapping into the roller coaster that's tumbling down as Uber continues to fail after wasting all that money endorsing the American quitter, Simone Biles.
I mean, that essentially is their company's capital. Like, that's the value of their company has dropped because of all the money they spent on wasted advertisement that nobody... I mean, I haven't seen anyone use Uber pretty much since that point. Everyone's just kind of gone back to taxi services, you know, like Yellow Cab and Checkered Cab. Those have been all over the place. They're booming again. Lyft just got lifted up. I mean, they just got put up on the shoulders of the weaklings who sit below them like Uber.
That's right, Rusty. And I can truly say for the immediate future, I will definitely be riding on Lyft instead of Uber, where the Uber driver will probably quit on me halfway through and drop me off in some derelict gas station 10 miles away from my destination. Is this the branding you want for your company? Maybe next time, don't sponsor a quitter.
Hey, Uber driver, I'm sorry, I think you missed my stop. Oh, what? You're bringing me where? Russia? Oh, no, I didn't want to go to Russia.
What's that? We're getting a phone call here?
Why, it's Monkey Jones. Say, Mumkey, since you called me while we're filming this video, what do you think about Simone Biles?
She sounds bile.
Yes, she certainly is. And will you be using Uber after they endorsed her in the Olympics?
Oh fuck no, dude! I'm gonna order DoorDash and just jump in while they're at the drive-thru.
Well, you heard it here, ladies
All right,
and gentlemen. The consumer base has spoken for itself. That's a representative sample, if I've seen anything. Uber Eats down the toilet, getting butt broken by DoorDash. Uber getting butt broken by Lyft. Next time, moral of the story, don't sponsor a quitter. And maybe you won't end up with an Uber disappointment. Number 2. And this is a stock that I'm sure many of you guys hate for reasons completely beyond completely beyond endorsing a quitter in the Olympics. United Airlines.
Oh my God. Talk about crashing and burning. United Airlines endorsed Simone Biles. I mean, their seats are covered in bile. I guess why wouldn't they? I mean, they're the least. Well, all airlines suck, but they definitely suck.
And you know what? This time they didn't have to drag Simone Biles away from the stadium kicking and screaming like they did with that poor Asian fellow. Simone Biles just got up and left the airplane herself. She paid for a ticket. All her teammates were going to have a great trip to Cancun. And she's like, let me just not fly with you guys today. And from now on, I'm going to be not flying with United Airlines and picking one of the several dozens or so better airlines.
Like American Airlines, Spirit Airlines, all these ones
I'd even fly Frontier over United at this point.
Let me just give you a little example. If say you're flying United Airlines and halfway through your flight, right over Russia, the pilot comes out of his cabin. He's got a parachute on, and he says, "Well, ladies and gentlemen, I quit. I'm going home." Jumps right out, leaving you and all of your stocks and all of your investments in United Airlines to tank. Pew! Right into Russia.
And speaking of tanking, United Airlines stock, ticker symbol UAL, down 3.75% over the last 5 trading days. Fellas, the bear run has already begun. The bleeding from sponsoring a quitter, just like they quit on that Asian man. They should just rename themselves to Quitter Airlines. Hey, sorry, we oversold our flight, which is completely our fault, and we're going to drag you off. We're going to force you to quit having a fun vacation because we couldn't get our system sorted out.
I tell you what, they're probably not flying to the moon anytime soon.
Hell no, I'll tell you where they are flying.
Russia.
I was going to say the Twin Towers, but that's also true. All right, so number 2, what could possibly be worse than United Airlines? Well, fellas,
9/11.
the number one stock that will quit on you that you absolutely must short sell, buy puts, however you want to bet against this stock, which backs someone who bet against the U.S. economy. The number one quitter stock is the Gap.
The Gap. The Gap. Let's see, what comes out of gaps? I can think of a gap that sometimes whenever it loosens, bio comes out. Now, is this the same gap that we're all sitting on right now? Holding in our innards and our shit?
Well, I'll tell you what, this Gap is already down 3.29% in the past month. The hemorrhaging, just like with United Airlines, has already begun. And I'm pretty sure these were the guys who released that super cringe TikTok type ad. These guys, they have no idea what they're doing. They're sponsoring Simone Biles. They're releasing horrendously obnoxious, cringe TikTok ads. This company is just going down the toilet. They couldn't even, they quit on getting the correct ticker symbol. You think Gap, GAP? Oh, what a perfect ticker symbol. Guess what their ticker symbol is? GPS. They don't even sell GPSs. You think Garmin would maybe want that ticker symbol? No, let's just steal it from Garmin. Just like Simone Biles stole all of my time and enthusiasm for enjoying the Olympics by quitting on all of us.
Hey, I'll tell you what, the only gap that I'm going to support is the gap in between my wallet and that stock. Stay away from it. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is just our personal opinions.
And everyone, people will try to qualify it. People try to justify it. You let the coddling continue. Oh, it's okay, Simone. It's okay. You were looking out for your mental health. You know what, everyone? Where was my mental health check when I lost $3,000 by buying GameStop at $300 a share? Where was my mental health check for when AMC went down in the toilet? Huh? Where was my mental health check when Bitcoin went down 65% in May?
Yeah,
no one cares about mental health.
Where was Uber? Where was the Gap? Where was United Airlines? They were over there sponsoring Russian operatives, allegedly. And I tell you what, all these stocks, if you invest in them, you're burning money. So it's going to get a lot hotter in here because these stocks are a-cooking and they are burning up. Be safe, invest smartly, invest green. This is not financial advice. All of you suckers out there, thanks for watching. And now, the Gap is closed.
And everyone, the true Olympic event here is sprinting to your portfolio to sell these stocks if you have them, to buy puts on them if you don't. This is MoneySuckle. We never quit on you, baby.
I'm gonna go to my broker right now.
Loser! You're a loser!